that this won't happen, and finally this week, now we have a NASA, we have NASA. Okay, against Tuko Pamoja, and now we know the two horses that are in the race now, and with the rest of us playing catch-up. and of course you expect the supporters now to start really upping their game in terms of social media, and we are Kenyans, and we expect a lot of hate love messages and all these memes about all this. And what that was simply saying, these guys are old, they cannot lead, and that's why they are sleepy when the nation is moving forward, according to somebody, that was my opinion. Yes. And that was a message. The question is it true? Is it not true? I think for me, the thing about power, it's about good leadership. That is what comes out for me every time I think about leadership. It's not sometimes not about the age. We trust age so much, and we idolize age so much, that we even idolized age so much the last general election, that age is sort of betraying us where we are, honestly speaking. And so if they can sleep and wake up, or dream about it and wake up, and we're moving forward, that's cool for me.
In any case, I think it doesn't matter, because I think just yesterday, the de facto leader, like I said, the Right Honorable Raila, already has said that watu waamke sasa. He's going to show people that. But just moving on to the matter of them sleeping, and you know, KOT has memes will always be coming out. That particular meme for me was like, oh, hey, Allah, you know what is happening. Queenie, what did you think?
Okay, for me again, this is a political year, and there's a lot of smear campaign, and a lot of we haven't seen the last of memes, by the way. Comparing the NASA core principles and Mugabe, I don't think it's a level playing ground, because I mean, how old is Baba?
He's 93. These people are not yet into their...
These guys are young. Have you seen Baba doing the dance? He
goes down.
So look, can you pull that?
Can you pull that going down solo? Can you go down? Can you go down up to down Baba style?
For 5 minutes.
So we got.
But there are many times he flickers there.
No, he goes down and he comes back.
He actually goes.
Even Baba is strong. You know, there's another day the dance went down. Even him, he gonga and he went to the microphone.
You didn't have to bring up that. I think we are all in consensus that, of course, KOT, as we know them, will always make all the memes, but there is no, you can't say it's the same sort of way. We can't compare the Mugabe situation and our NASA situation. We can only hope that they will be able to deliver as they're saying. But now I want us to switch gears onto something that was also very interesting and I have seen in the past. And this is where Mr. Pals himself now tells us how the hot story is happening, because later on we are going to be looking, you know, having this conversation about CMOs and the music copyright setting. Just take us through what you have been happening and that top story on
I mean, it's just a continuation of a greedy society, for me, being exposed at long last. I'm talking about Kikobo.
Yes.
Kikobo is the Kenya Copyright Board,
yes.
Which is basically given the mandate to man all these guys, CMOs, and when you talk about CMOs, basically we're talking about the three major ones, and Music Copyright Society of Kenya, we have PRISC, and we have CAMP. And what we know that happened this week is that they did not renew the license for MCSK, basic for factors that run around transparency, to say the least. You're talking about not remitting the right returns to them. I mean, let me put it this way. They did not file their report back to them. And of course, did not, according to Kikobo, did not reflect how the members' royalties were transferred to them. And of course, we have had this back and forth kind of talk many times where members have complained, and we have had many in this very show actually complaining, and we know that artists have been feeling, and that's a mood that they have been feeling, that they have been shortchanged in terms of, we make money through our music, and most of the money they make is now online, the Skiza tunes and all that, the ringtones and all that kind of thing. And if the bodies that are mandated to take care of all that do not get transparent, then that becomes a problem. And what was happening this week was actually Kikobo tried to call the stakeholders to go through the drafts again and see if anybody can bring in any new thing about what they would want these CMOs to be managed. And I remember guys like Angela Ndambuki,
Yes.
the Prisk chair,
Yes.
and many guys, even in international bodies, were here to try to make this work for artists and the CMOs.
It's very interesting that what you have just said, Stevens, is that once they were already told that their license is not renewed, very quickly within the week they actually gave. Now they actually gave their books now. However, up until yesterday, we know that the Kekobo MD, the head of Kekobo Sige, they're still looking into it, and it's ish-ish. I'm not too sure whether they're going to get
Actually,
it.
what I remember in the past, talked to the bosses at,
I saw that
MCSK, and we are part of the story, and the rest of the story is not going to end. Like we always say, is that actually they said when there was that interruption, when there was no more of distributing of royalties and all that kind of thing, they said their books could not be audited at that time because they did not have a mandate. But that was a long time ago, if you remember.
Yes.
And when our writer, it was Ellie actually, was interviewing them, they said they started to look into the books this month.
Yes.
And actually this audit process, which they're doing, may not end before the 10 days that were given are over. You're talking about Tuesday. And so when they talk about handing over something to Kekobo, and they're saying the books may not be fully edited or audited by Tuesday then, I don't know what's going to happen. The window has been open for anybody else who feels like they can collect royalties for artists to do it for themselves.
It's interesting because this conversation will continue, of course, in our Friday chat, and that is why we have Bahati coming to studio, and we're also going to have Ian Bugwa, who's a director at Prisk. And remember, if you're at home and you want to participate, you can tweet us directly with your question or comment, or you can be able to SMS us or call us so that we can be able to hear from you, especially if you're an artist or you're an active participant in this. I don't know, Queenie, if you have anything to add on this, because it has been, but it's annoying that artists are just almost being swindled. In fact, to use his words in here, it's you know, actually he dropped the mic. He was like, enough has been said on that. Do you have something really to add on to this?
Probably what I can say is, you know, we have moved from that era where artists were just producing music and waiting and sitting at home and waiting for some sort of miracle to happen. And now we have seen artists actually making a conscious effort to market their music, to make their music sustainable. Yes. And for me, if somebody can try to toy around with that, and some of them actually treat their music as their full-time employment. And it is essential that people actually take these artists seriously. Let's promote our local artists. Let's support them in whichever way. The bodies who are empowered to handle their financial issues, they need to sort them out. Yeah, I just hate this corruption thing that is bugging everywhere. There's so much corruption. Next thing, we're going to have corruption even in our home states. Yeah.
At home?
At home. Yes.
Okay, how would that be happening?
That would mean,
shopping,
like if you want to get in to go and sleep, utoe kidogo kwanza. Wacha kiwanja, wacha macho bwana.
So Macho is also asking you for kidogo before the air.
Yeah, so this for me, I'm just getting tired of how we are getting comfortable with the culture of corruption. I don't like it. Yes.
And of course it's not good. Another story, by the way, which I have seen in the past and which has interested me personally, is because actually, Solo, you're the one who told me that there could be a burn in the oven for a kode. And then I checked this story, Mr. Stevens. What is this about celebrities being single? But with many babies.
And loving. And I like the way you just put it. Flesh of my flesh. No, I'm not talking about the good DJ, right? We're talking about these guys. And if we can see this well.
Cover on there.
It's a cover story today, and it's by Caroline Nyanga. And so it's about celebs who love to love kids. And so, Solo. Yeah. Should we give this away? Really?
What are we giving away? Like really?
I mean, we have many names. We have quite a number of them. Celebrities who love to love kids.
Yes.
And so
with dads in the picture, or with their fathers in the picture, or
they like to bring forth, like we just talked about Akoda, and she has several.
Yeah,
and so that's
and actually, you know, if you look across Africa, you know, there are many of them. And I think the one who...
Why are you taking us across Africa?
The one who leads them all in Africa is Ferregora.
Yes,
how many children?
Your friend,
17.
You need to deal with the fact that your friend.
An Olympic team football that can send the whole squad in
A guy has 17 kids.
Yes.
17 kids.
How old is
How many days?
40. He's 40.
Yeah, he's, I think 39, 40.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
every
boy.
year there's something
I
coming.
think from after 18, now we
That-
can
No,
start.
2 per year.
17.
Every year, at least 1.5.
Oh, really?
And so, yes, the palace has quite a number of names. And we're not saying that they're doing
It's a
something
bad thing,
bad.
eh?
We're saying they are happy. And we have pictures of them just there, loving on
These
them.
are young voters.
And
These
so-
are growing youthful fans. And we're talking about those celebrities, those celebrities who, keep on
No, but you know what I'm just
producing
wondering,
more
which
kids,
I have seen.
producing more fans.
What I'm seeing is that okay, you guys are men and you seem to be
You're missing a words today. Just get it.
a lot happy about this. You're like, it's a good thing to have all these children, because I think also what I've seen in your story is that the baby mamas, usually these photos do not have
They
the
don't
baby
feature.
mama in the picture.
Yeah.
So who are these people who are having these children? Because they're just there with, oh, I love my children, see how good I am as a father, oh, flesh of my flesh, oh, this and that. There were women who brought forth these children. Where are they?
So Mother's Day is coming.
Yeah.
They'll appear there.
Maybe it's a cool thing.
Yeah.
So there's a rumor that Akode is expecting another one.
It's not a
Yes,
rumor.
she
She
confirmed
posted
it. She
it.
actually did confirm
Yes, she
that
did it.
she
She's
could
adding
be.
on the 6th. Now
There's a
it's
number
going to
6.
be a 7 aside.
Yes.
And you know, it's not just like that. There's a lot going on in the showbiz. I think that's why we're a little bit asleep in terms of producing music. Maybe we're
Because we are
producing
producing
something
kids,
else.
eh?
Because
I like it that she's producing
there's
music and kids.
There's a lot many rumors about many celebrities who are taking a little break just to breathe.
But no, let me tell you something, people. No. Aziz, let me educate these men that there's something called the biological clock.
Biological
and it
clock.
ticks. Yes. And it's very difficult to turn back time. So probably the biological clock is ticking. And for women, when it gets to a certain age, you'll have difficulty conceiving, or you may actually not have it at all. Or you might have a difficult pregnancy.
So make hair well.
Well, the sun shines.
All
So,
right.
So
and remember,
stop the music, right? Stop the music.
yeah, pause.
Make babies.
And
right?
look back.
Stop the music and anything else you're not doing yourself.
Yeah.
I just remember you raised this sometimes last night.
Yes.
And Solo, I know you know about it. Well, little friend, the senator's daughter, also
Salomon movie,
is
yeah.
in a situation.
But the situation is interesting because you guys are confirming right there as
Yes.
well that she may have parted ways with whoever is responsible for the situation.
Actually, we are confirming that she's not living with him
Oh, yeah?
under the same roof.
Oh, really?
So she's going to be another statistic of single celebrities who love children. I think the
And
person-
somebody will be somewhere happy, of course, posting it. Flesh of my flesh.
I mean,
totally love
but
that
everybody's
story.
having babies. Even Mwende is having babies.
No, but I like, in fact, I was just coming right to the Mwende situation because, the Nairobian, of course, is leading with this. But, when this story broke, all I went into, because we were right here last year, all of
No,
us
you should tell
actually.
people which one they
Not our Mwende, not our Radio Maisha Mwende, but the Mwende whose limbs were chopped off,
Yes.
and who, of course, we
Mrs.
sat
Ngila.
here and we were
Yes,
really,
Mrs.
really
Ngila.
upset about the entire situation. I was shocked that she's pregnant, and then she has actually just said that she was seeing somebody, she was saving her life. Queen, it was your story, actually.
Okay, the Mwende story. And please do not get me wrong, I do not support violence in any way, of any form, especially meted against women. I am a serious crusader against domestic violence. So for me, when whoever chopped, because it's not quite clear who chopped the arms. Now, whoever chopped Mwende's arms should face the law squarely. Now, moving on. A few days ago, pictures emerged on social media. And we have a look at Mwende and we realize that she's slightly well-rounded.
Well-rounded.
Well-rounded. And she's glowing. And, as a woman, you can actually just tell that
Pregnancy makes you
there
glow.
must be an oven, a burn in the oven for Mwende. And, well, there's a lot of pressure. As usual, that's fodder for us. And there's too much pressure. And everybody wants to know. And Mwende bulges and she says, okay, guys, sorry, please don't judge me. First of all, don't judge me. But
What would she think would judge her?
because she claims, according to the confession, she claims that 3 days after conceiving, that's when the attack happened. Now,
3 days after conceiving, she even knows the exact date. It was 3 days after conceiving.
Well, she said that she got pregnant to save her life because
To
of
save-
her
So
So
childless
3
marriage.
days after conceiving,
3 days.
hands were chopped.
Yes.
Yes.
How would you
How do they
know
relate?
someone has conceived?
Okay, that is of
That's
course
where the
that
story
story
is.
for another day.
Yes.
However, that story for another day, and I probably need to understand myself. Next time, I should know that 3 days,
3 days.
maybe hours. I should be able to know that. Okay.
No, but I want Stevens to tell us something, and just hold that thought
Yes.
right there. I want Stevens to tell us something. In that story, and especially on social media, there have been memes that are going on about, and some of it in your language, about what type of woman, which you know stereotypes. I'm not saying that is the truth,
Yes.
but they said she's a certain type of woman, and it was I can't speak it well. What was that?
You want me to go cow now?
Yes,
They say
it is important.
Nukua
Ndukua something. What-
Yes.
Ndukua
Kimani.
Kimani.
Yeah.
And the one who comes from the hill.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a Kamba story. That's maybe it's mythical or something, but given the story, I'm not relating this with Duku and Mwende wa Kimani. But it's about the lady who is just the happy one, excited one, always happy. And so Kimani means when you go to the hill,
yeah, you find that
the
there.
hill is a place where you find men or where you fetch firewood. And so it's cool. Oh, you guys are here and we are here.
Happy
so
people.
Before we go home, before the sunset, all of you are happy.
So you're confirming that is because the story is saying that, and many people, especially who are from the hill, where you are saying, because I followed the conversation online, and people have,
Basically, Dukwa Kibani means this woman who is very generous when she goes to fetch fire. And that's what it means.
Really?
The long and short of it.
So some people are thinking that is exactly what Mwende has
Well,
become.
and it's very well covered in the Nairobian, and of course, this is a small headline here. Boda riders fought over Mwende as well.
Boda. To
They are-
carry her.
To carry her?
She used to give a lot of money for...
Nukua Kimani. Come down from the hill. I'm waiting.
So are you serious?
But more interesting is what Mawe chairperson maendeleo ya wanaume.
Yes, the Mandeleo Wanaume got into this now. Yes,
It's like men. There's something he said solo. He says that men pay for crimes that wanawekelewa na mabibi. Well, that's his opinion.
Now that is the Mandeleo, the guy who's fighting for
the
men.
issue is still in court. But for me is how Mwende actually got to us.
And don't judge her.
I'm
yeah?
not judging. I'm not judging. For me, it's I don't know whether it's just me or I feel deceived. Yes, the whole fiasco and how I wish all this came into light then. Yes,
Before we, of course, took the husband for attempted murder. I think he is, and like we said, on 28th, I think
27th actually.
On Monday. On Monday, the case is going to be heard. So what do you think is going to happen, really?
Well, I just hope that justice takes its course, because it's really sad. Of course, like Queen said, we don't advocate for any violence
at all.
women. And it's sad that now she even had to lose her limbs, and now she has to use these artificial hands. But also, on a positive note, now they even opened a shop for her. And she's looking cool and all rounded. Let's wish all the best for her and the baby.
So did you get the lover, though? Because I've seen your headline says it's a Somali lover.
I do not
so
want.
do you have that?
You need to grab a copy of the
We need to
Nairobian.
grab a copy of the Nairobian so that we can be.
We have the lava now, right?
Yes. That is the one who has made her all-rounded.
Stevens, why don't you grab a copy? It's just 50 shillings.
Kimani.
Yeah, and it looks like it was a Somali lover.
But anyway,
like-
guys, it's only, we don't know how far gone
don't
the
know how
baby
far
is,
outward,
but in a few months,
We will know. Some of these
know.
things, like we said in his story of the celebrities, you can hide it, but
can
later
hide it.
on it will come out and
gonna
everybody
come
else is going to know it.
Yes.
It's absolutely fantastic. This is the hot topics, and we are still here with Stevens, we are still here with Queenie, and we are still here with Solo. Remember, you can tweet us directly at Adhiambo, and we still have a lot more topics coming up. Plus, and including, I'm surprised right now that Diamond, I don't think anybody is giving him a breather lately. Do you know that he was summoned by the Tanzanian, the KRA of Tanzania?
Again now?
Yes.
For making money.
He needed to declare
Yeah.
his source of income.
In Kenyan shillings or Tanzania?
okay, TRA, 2 shillings.
In fact, it's Queenie who can tell us how those people are swift lately. What's happening? I mean, he's a person of interest all of a sudden.
You know, the moment you are in the limelight, everybody would want to have a piece of you. So for Diamond, things have been happening. I mean, he's doing music, he's buying homes in South Africa. There are lots of things that are going on. So for
He has a place in Kenya.
it does.
Yes,
Yes, it does.
Oh,
These
really?
people, you didn't hear them say they were a part of a deal that happened the other time. They were, these two.
TRA, of course, has to, their job is to snoop
No, they
around.
should not come for us.
You have
I
nothing
just
to do
said
with
he
it.
has a home, so they should find out for themselves.
So Tanzania Revenue Authority, just like Kenya Revenue Authority, their job is to snoop around. Yes, and they need to make money and collect as much as they can. So I'm not surprised that Diamond was summoned to declare his wealth. I don't know whether that happens in Kenya.
Well, it does, but not
It
yet
does-
for
it does
celebrities,
actually-
because what they did in Kenya, the KRA for Kenya actually recognized, was it Churchill, as a top entertainer who pays,
he pays
who
taxes.
his taxes
Yeah.
highest in Kenya.
Awesome.
But I think even for Diamond, well, let us look at his hustle. The guy makes a lot of money. I even know how much they ask for in terms of when you want to do club appearances in Nairobi, or when he goes for a show in Mombasa, and you know, making all this money and those international shows. Plus, you also need to check the net worth of Zari. And how they need to they made
Zari's
that.
wealth is now in TZ.
But they're
But they're married.
Yes, they're a
It's always-
couple.
they
no,
married.
it's in dollars. Let's just say that.
It's in dollars.
really?
So I think what Diamond is doing is playing safe, learning the tricks from the master. Zari has been a very great entrepreneur,
Yeah.
and very soon I think Diamond is already overtaking her, because when they were linking up, Zari was the financer. She had all the money. You understand? But now it looks like Diamond is making a lot of money, and he's taking advantage of that opportunity. And like all the endorsements coming in, you know, I think Dangote Cement is launching in Tanzania. And they've also endorsed him as you know, as
An ambassador.
As an ambassador. And when I talked to the manager sometime, he said what he does now is investing. You get some money, buy a house, invest in real estate, invest in artists.
On a
Which is-
good
which
note,
is
on a
actually
good note, you know
smart
why I
at
love
this,
it?
yes.
He actually showed himself. He actually had a photo, yet he had it, and he, you know, he went and he declared it, and he is okay. So he's not ducking and running. But we cannot go away without you running us through the past. And why
I mean, when you
people
talk
do
about
that.
Diamond, my mind is running through our artist here. And
Yes.
again, we just talked
Precisely,
about,
yeah.
do they remit? I remember we've written stories about what they own, where they have houses,
Yes.
and we know. And we have photos for that matter. Sometimes we wrote about that, and I can tell you these guys were chased all the way to their house.
Oh dear.
And talking about the richest guys, I'm talking about Prezzo also, who is the king of bling, right?
Yes.
And I don't know how much money he has now.
Now,
as opposed to
specifically,
family having money. But again, today's spotlight,
You're not sure whether...
spotlight is not talking about Prezzo's money, but about something else. And right there, if I may, this is Prezzo's ex, that's Michelle, the girl who is down Nairobi Diaries. And so Michelle comes out and tells Pulse why they did part ways. And she's talking about this because the other day they were spotted together. And she says, somebody invited me to a party and I went and found this guy here. I didn't know about that, but we found ourselves together there and I could not run away from him. But she says, we're not dating and we did part ways because he did cheat on me. How he cheat on her, whether he did or not. Guys, you need to grab a copy of the Pulse magazine and just get to know what's going on in this town.
Of course, that is Prezzo. I'm not surprised.
But
Why is Michelle surprised? There are certain people who...
She doesn't sound really surprised. She says, well, he's a good guy. Still, I don't know if they're still hooking up or not. But again, that's again for you guys to grab the Pulse and read. And last weekend, we were just talking about this, the big concert that was taking place in town. Black Street and SWV. And Solo was there. And, and it was not just there. The VIP was full of guys, young guys, who are the big names in this town. The president's son. And also
the personal secretary.
Yes.
Yes, and also the Minister of Foreign Affairs also there. A good.
Let's talk about the president's son and the daughter. These guys are going to events more than even guys who are in the entertainment scene.
I know. I mean,
because they're
I
young.
was jealous when you guys sent that photo around. I had to wake up too early, so I couldn't be there. But you know, Stevens, what I also like that you've covered there was there was a little bit of a spat between old school and the young school, between those people. Tell us about that.
I just don't get it. One, guys, it's a good thing that you brought these guys here. It's good for showbiz. I love it.
Yeah.
And the crowd that is guys who are in their 30s and 40s came out. And these guys managed to raise money. And like Solo has written, part of the story is that so part of the money is going to this drought situation and all that. But again, young people, many of them who read Pulse, and I read it today, don't understand these guys.
Yes.
And I saw that at some point, these guys were even struggling to get these lyrics out. Yeah. And there was a whole backup thing on the music and can we remember the lyrics ourselves, guys? When was the last time we had a concert anywhere? Solo, you were there.
I got to hang out with Blackstreet, and I remember a few millennials who kept asking me, who are these guys?
Yeah,
why is
but can we blame them? We can't blame them.
I'll tell you about it, actually.
Yeah, you can't blame them. And for me, okay, and I love SWV, I love Blackstreet, I like Boyz II Men because I can relate. Yes. But my question is, why do they show up once they are...
After they are done?
Yes, it's like they're done and dusted. So it's like we are getting...
No, but I mean, I have to defend these guys.
So,
I went for the concert, and I mean, that was one great concert. No,
Did you get a
Did you love the concert yourself?
I was right there, the VIP, and for the first time, I found myself jumping on stage, you know, especially when SWV was singing, I get so weak.
Solo was going down.
I was going down.
If I may. So these are guys who were at the height of their time in 1996.
Yes.
Okay. And Solo was growing up in school, and yet this fantasy about these girls were dancing and all that. Now they're mamas.
They're mamas. It could not move so fast, but you know, at least I could see.
Which move did you like? Because when there was a meme that I saw that I think that was just not. Some people are so unforgiving.
Well, you see, they're a bit, you know, they're a bit not
old school.
they're old school.
Who should we expect next? Because we've had.
I can tell you for sure that in a few months, maybe 2 or less, we're gonna be having Babyface is gonna be coming to Kenya. So for everyone who grew up listening,
tell Pulse who Babyface.
Yes, tell Pulse who Babyface is, because then they're just going to be asking Stevens the way they were on your page. Who are this?
The truth is, I don't think
maybe you should change his name from Babyface to an old face.
I think maybe it should change. One, I like the guys who are bringing guys here. One, it renews the fact that we are a peaceful country. We can be trusted to host the big guys. That's one. But two, again, the other side of the coin is, I mean, can't we be at the level where the world is right now? I mean, we have listed guys now, whom I know many people in this city and the other city down there where they brought the other one can afford to bring these guys now. Why can't we have showbiz alive as it is around the world?
I can assure you one thing that is for sure. They had a better performance than Chris Brown did in Mombasa.
Are you sure? I mean,
yes.
you know that debate went on, and do you know why that debate was? Why it was intriguing me?
Well, Blackstreet had a better performance.
Because they gave girls flowers?
Than Chris Brown. Wow, the girls went gaga.
Like, oh yeah, we have Valentine's now. Okay,
old school music is generally, it's good to listen to.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, it's the relevance, the timing. You know, we can have one in probably 6 months or once a year.
Here's the situation, and I really need you to concentrate with your pulses, because what came out, and also your event organizers were themselves the one telling themselves that they are good. I saw the event organizers talking between themselves. In fact, it was an exchange between themselves, and they're all like, okay, you guys gonna hate, but we did a good show, and everything. Is that a conversation that probably we need to continue, because they are the event organizer. Surely for them the event is good.
Exactly.
You know, clearly.
If I bring name them, the old ones, and I have good returns for my event, then the event is good for me.
No, let's give credit where it's due.
Let me ask you this. Let's talk about the cost implication. Are these people cheaper?
Of course, they are far cheaper.
Because how much?
They charge?
Yeah.
They could be.
Maybe we can't afford.
No, people pay.
They could be a little bit cheaper.
Like how much? For example,
how much?
Let's talk about in terms of millions of shillings. Let's say about 5 to 8 million shillings. You'll be able to get them here.
5 to 8 million
for the two groups.
So that's like Sauti Sol and Diamond put together. We have a show from those guys.
No, it's actually very interesting. Yeah.
You know, music is timeless. So it's always a good thing when you have variety.
No, but the issue about it right now, Solo, you are in this event, and in all honesty, because this is why people know that you're an authority in this. For your pulsers, was this something they enjoyed? Did
you even see them there?
It's good to go and see the legends who made it back in the day when you were still in your mom's stomach.
Once a year, yes. Not once.
You know, but honestly, because what is happening for us, I actually need to know if young people are happy about this, and if they are not, then what are event organizers doing? And then, Stevens, we need you to take this. What best can we do to ensure that we are engaging these people? It's fine to do the throwback and everything else, but do we have to force them just because that is what we can afford to bring?
One, like you said, it's cheap to bring these guys, and that's a fact. I don't know the last time they performed where they live.
Well, they do. Well, they do. They had a show in LA a week before they came.
The reunion, or are they regular?
It's a house show. I mean, but again, what I'm saying is that the entertainment industry really, we just said that guys are making money. And if artists are making money here, and I believe, of course, event organizers are making money. We used to complain that there's instability, guys don't pay money for shows. We have seen guys pay up to 20,000 shillings, Kenyan shillings, for events. Whether you're saying it's a VVIP or VIP, guys have been running for those things. And any show that comes to this town, I've never seen a VVIP that has an extra seat without anybody. That says what? We used to complain that Kenyans do not pay for events.
Yes.
Now Kenyans are paying for events.
They are paying,
so
actually.
Bring us somebody we can believe in, we're going to pay for it. I know many times they say we cannot cut even, we cannot ABCD because corporates are not chipping in, will not be supported, but it starts with an initiative of saying, I may not cut even with the first show. I mean, we're having all these things going across Tanzania where they have big event, Fiesta.
I was just going to talk about that. Yes, I was actually going to say, people, fine, I appreciate you bringing Babyface and everybody else, but let's celebrate our own. And then probably put an icing on the cake. We bring somebody, but then we have Fiesta going up around
across
Tanzania.
the road.
It is awesome, and it is received by the locals, and they make a lot of money.
Well.
They move from town to town, and it is a serious event. It is everybody looks forward to that event.
To the
yes.
Fiesta.
I traveled by road that time, all the way to Tanzania for Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I knew you had to. That was important.
I mean, I'm just thinking, I live in Nairobi. We are the entertainment hub in East Africa, so we claim. Why are those guys going there? And you find the stadium is full. And by the way, 11 p.m., we have had our time and we are going home.
We need to start paying our artists. Let us appreciate the talent. Let us also appreciate those people who paved the way.
Something. Now, pretty quickly, you know these conversations, we can never finish it and we cannot always wind it. What are you up to this week? When we finish this, what are you up to this week?
Another old artist in town, but this time it's jazz.
Yes, I know.
You know what I'm talking about?
That way I'm going to catch you on Sunday.
And you see, exactly. That's good now for the old guys.
All right.
If you bring jazz in town, Safaricom, thank you so much. Of course, the Jazz Festival.
Beautiful. Queenie, what will you be up to this weekend?
Well, jazz is happening.
So jazz.
Yeah. I'll act my age.
What are we doing? What will we do together?
Fashion high tea, and then we do Kiza.
We are doing fashion and then we do Kiza as usual. We can continue this conversation. Of course, it can never get finished at the hot topic on your all-new look Weekend Express. Thank you so much, Stevens, Queenie, Solo, for being with us. If you are watching us from KTN Home, this is where we part ways because Life and Style is almost starting. But you can continue with us on KTN News. Right now, we're going to play something from Eric Wainaina as we wait to get the highlights from the news and the traffic and everything else. Do not forget that when we will come back right after that news, we're going to have Ian Mbugwa and Bahati and Mr. Sid in studio to discuss about CMOs and everything else. So KTN Home, Life and Style begins now, but we are still on KTN News. Do not go too far.